As you're learning your Satie Gnossienne and progressing in your mastery journey, you may become annoyed to know that your left hand is becoming more and more specialized in leaps and chords. And your right hand's not getting the same training. And your right hand is getting some practice in an attractive scale and grace notes that are so pleasant and varieties of touch. And your left hand's not getting any practice with that. There are ways to fix this, and one of them could be playing the right hand notes with your left hand and your left hand notes with your right hand. That's not something I ever do. I know it's been helpful to people, but I never do it. And that's the first time I've ever done that, and it's like a little unpleasant. But there is another way to have a more accurate training of both hands equally. The only problem is that you really might not like it. It is eccentric, it has limited practicality, it can really burn your brain, and it sounds awful. What I want to mention today is symmetrical inversion. Symmetrical inversion is a way for us to teach both our hands equally and to train both our hands equally. And it's also a great diagnostic way to figure out some fingerings on your non-dominant hand. Symmetrical inversion is usually used as an experimental diagnostic procedure. If you have a passage in your left hand and you are a right hand dominant person, you could, instead of just practicing the left hand passage, you could also experiment with playing the passage with the right hand symmetrically inverted and see what natural and useful fingering your dominant hand may come up with intuitively. And then extrapolate from there and apply that fingering that your right hand discovered to your left hand. That can all sound like Greek to you, but let's just go ahead and put this into practice so that we even learn our Gnossienne symmetrically inverted, hear some extremely strange sounds, and get our right hand good at leaps and our left hand good at grace notes, shaping, and a nice slow scale. To symmetrically invert your music, you will be using the fact that the piano keyboard is a symmetrical arrangement around the note D. There is a mirror situation around this note. Above D is a black key. Below D is a black key. Beyond those black keys are white keys, additional white keys. Black, white, black, white, black, white, white. It is symmetrical if you use D as your axis. If you want to completely train your hands equally, you'll use this symmetry to your advantage to be able to play the same fingers in the other hand and the same technical skills. It'll just sound horrible. The right hand begins like this. To train the left hand how to do that same thing, we do the mirror image of this note. Thinking about it, looking at the white and black key arrangement, we transform this note into this note. If you think of the letter names when you do this, you're going to have a bad time. Just look. Get visual. Get kinesthetic. Just look. Don't distract and confuse your brain with an alphabet soup of letter names all the time. Right hand starts here, and so if left hand is going to symmetrically invert this, we're going to start here. I've practiced this, so it's not my first time doing it, so don't think that's easy at first. Of course, it's brain burning, like I said before. Of course, it sounds extremely strange, But after practicing it for a long time, like I've done in this and other pieces, unfortunately now sometimes I have dreams where everything's upside down, and I hum tunes to myself that are symmetrically inverted and sometimes forget what the real version sounds like. You too can have the equivalence of hands by doing this eccentric practice method. To keep it going with the other hand, our left hand, of course, will start on this F. It's on the left side of the 3 black keys, so we gotta just find the other group of equivalent 3 black keys and go on the right side. If I symmetrically invert my chord, we will change the change the C to an E, change the middle black key to the middle black key, and change the F key, which is to the left of the 3 black keys, to this key that's to the right of the 3 black keys. This minor chord is transformed into a major chord. I don't think about the music theory of symmetrical inversion. I'm not thinking of it like negative harmony like some people do. I am just teaching my body and teaching my fingers. Oops. I do my pedaling differently because I don't want the left hand to get so incredibly muddy, so I totally lose the resonance of what is now a high note. If you want to go down this path, you can make your 2 hands much more closer in their ability level. You can hear some interesting sounds, some strange sounds. You can annoy your neighbors and loved ones, and you can never run out of things to do as long as you're always learning new music right side up and then trying it upside down. Have fun on your symmetrically inverted journey, or don't. And thanks for watching.